Man. Random ass live. It's how I get down sometime these days. I'll let people trickle in. Then we'll talk about some shit. Some shit that's bothering me today. I'm out here on my way up to Virginia Beach, Virginia. And once people get in here, I'm going to talk about a problem I'm having. And I hope once people hear the message about the problem I'm having, they'll stop. Hopefully. Never happens like that. Y'all know I'm driving. What up to everybody that's coming in? It's going to be a little difficult for me to read some of y'all's names. Comments may be a little bit easier for me. But y'all's names, nah. I got to squint and lean in. Too goddamn hard to deal with all that. And I'm trying to stay alive out here in these streets. On this road. Now I know about round, you know, we know, we live out here. So we know about around 4 o'clock, motherfuckers getting off work, they're gonna start going ham. So I gotta keep my shit tight. I'm gonna let a couple more people trickle in and then we're gonna get it started. Appreciate y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all for taking the time out of your day to even check out anything I have to talk about. This is not gonna be on no necessarily pro-black shit. Not necessarily B123 shit. But just hear me out. It's going to be surrounding these relationships and shit like that in the street. So go ahead and give you a warning on what I'm talking about. You know, just so you know, so you understand what the fuck going on. Somebody said they missed me on YouTube. Come on Patreon then. What you mean? You ain't got to miss me. Join my Patreon page. Hit my Patreon up real quick. Or you can come over here and hang out with me on Instagram. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Actually, what I'm doing with my Instagram lives is I'm uploading all my Instagram lives over to my YouTube live channel. That's why I decided I'm going to do that. Just upload them over there. You know what I'm saying? Let motherfuckers know I'm still out here. You just, some of y'all don't put in the effort to find the motherfucker, which ain't that hard to find, you see. I don't feel like I'm that difficult to find. Motherfuckers be acting like they lost track of me. You know? Like, motherfucker, you wasn't trying to keep up with me. That's what that mean to me. If you lose track of me, you ain't trying to keep up. That's how I feel. It is what it is. Somebody said they here for the beard. You wow. All these beards out here. Don't be beard horn out here. Don't be beard horn out here now. There's too many out here for you to be acting like that. Too many. Too many beers in the game. See? That's that hate. If my posts don't show up on your timeline, then you need to come check my page every day. There's ways around this shit, y'all. I post almost, I would say every day. Let's just say I'm going to post something on pretty much a daily basis. Just check my page every day. That's how you keep up with a motherfucker. That's how you keep up with a motherfucker right there. Now, listen. I don't let some people trickle in. I'm going to go ahead and get into this thing. We know it's going to cut off in about an hour anyway, right? I want people to stop sending me videos and snippets of Kevin Samuels. All right? I want people to stop. I want people to stop sending me videos and snippets of Kevin Samuels. Like, y'all letting this man live in y'all's mind rent free. Like, it be motherfuckers that got a problem with it, people that support the motherfucker, people want me to come talk about the motherfucker. Like, I don't care enough about what Kevin Samuel's talking about to have an issue with what he's saying. I don't. If you don't know who it is, just listen. If you want to find out who it is, Google the motherfucker. Come on now, y'all. It's the so-called 2021 now. He's supposed to be some type of dating coach and give people advice on how to, be, whether it's high value men or women or something to that effect, I don't have a problem with nothing that motherfucker be talking about. I don't. It doesn't offend me. I could care less. I've sit and listened to some of this shit and it's like, okay. They sound like everybody that came before him. Ain't nothing different going on. But people be real mad about the shit he be saying. If the shit don't apply to you, I don't see, we gotta stop doing that. We let motherfuckers get to us too easy. And I know he's offending a lot of women, but it's like, if the advice ain't for you, then don't pay this shit no attention, y'all. We gotta become that mature. Don't we? We gotta become that mature. I feel like a lot of us, we aging, not to be confused with Asian, cheeky eye, karate motherfuckers that's they're saying that we out here attacking them right now. Ain't they saying that? We doing that, black folk? Attacking Asians because of the corona and shit? Lying on us, propaganda? We're aging, but we're not maturing. And it shows. It shows in the amount of things that we let affect us. The amount of things that we let make us mad. If that motherfucker, if he's telling you that you can't get you no high value man, and I mean, you go to him for advice, first of all, I don't understand that. But if you're going to go to somebody, you can't be mad at the advice they give you. I can vouch for that myself, and I'm not Kevin Samuels or a Kevin Samuels supporter, but if a motherfucker come ask me a question, they came to me for my perspective. And I'm going to give it to them hard. It may have to be hard, right? But I'm going to give it to them the way I see fit because they came to me. I wasn't just throwing information out here. Somebody asked me a direct question. They want my direct opinion, right? So you can't get mad at Kevin Samuels or people like him where people are calling up to their shows and asking them questions. It don't even make sense. And y'all want me to be mad with y'all. I'm not mad. I could care less. Doesn't matter to me what he's talking about. Doesn't matter to me what he says. If women feel like he is the path to making sure they get them a man of so-called high value, which, as I'm thinking, a man with some money. I mean, we're putting value in monetary, somebody that has monetary assets. If we're saying that what makes a person have value, and that's what women want, then okay, boom, cool. If you feel like Kevin Samuels is gonna get you there, then go ahead and go holler at that motherfucker. But when he go in on your ass and embarrass your ass, you don't need to come crying to me. You don't need to come crying to nobody. That's what you went up there and asked for. You could listen to probably one of his interviews with one woman and know what he gonna tell you when you call up there. If you got some kids, you single, maybe got some weight on you, it's the same for every woman. So I don't get it. I don't understand y'all, but I noticed that his older women sitting around being hurt about what this man talking about. Ignore that shit. If it don't apply to you, let that shit ride. That's what we have to learn to do. That's what it takes. Let shit ride. Stop letting everything bother you. Stop it. Especially when it comes to relationships. Y'all need to stop. You know what the fuck you need to do. How the hell you 40 and don't know what the fuck you need to do? I imagine somebody come to me, ask me about their relationship and lay it out to me. I'm going to give it to them hard. They came and asked me. They didn't want to hear it hard. They should have kept asking their homegirls or kept asking their homeboys. Because you know your people that care about you like that, they're going to keep it soft with you. But when you go out here outsourcing, because that's really what it is, you outsourcing to somebody who don't give a fuck about your feelings. So you get what you get. So y'all can't keep being mad at Kevin Samuels every day. It's too many people talking about this man. And he's not saying anything unique or different. He's telling you if you single, it's your fault. If you don't got you a man with some money, it's your fault. If you can't get women, it's your fault. It ain't deep. People act like it's deep. People really be hurt about it. Hurt about what he has to say, or mad that people even going to him for advice. Stop getting mad, y'all. It ain't you. Can we not be that mature in so-called 2021? Can we be a little bit more mature? Because I'm not seeing us being mature out here, y'all. I know I'm pushing 40. I know a lot of us are getting up in age. We have to become mature at some point. And we not mature. And I would say one of the biggest problems that you're going to have when you're out here looking for a relationship is that ain't nobody maturing. So a lot of us are still engaging in play relationships. That's what it is. Your shit play. Y'all remember that? When you was young? And I can tell based on some of the comments I see, based on some of the commentary I hear when people, what they mad about or what they, you know, up in arms about and shit like that. Like, y'all, we out here at war. Truth be told, right? We are at war. And y'all worried about what Kevin Samuel's talking about. Like, really? You're not mature enough to just be like, well, you know, maybe get you a little laugh or something out of some shit, but it ain't nothing deep going on. But a lot of us are engaging in play relationships because we're not mature. And I can tell y'all not mature based on the comments and shit y'all be leaving. Yep. I can tell. We're not mature. We don't take accountability for shit. Notice I said we. I said we. The team. Us. We do not take accountability for shit. You're going to have a hard time having a successful relationship if you're not willing to take accountability for shit. Hard time. And a lot of people don't know whether or not they want a relationship because they just want it, because they're bored, or actually they're interested in it and want to put energy into it. A lot of people got that shit confused. A lot of people just want to be in a relationship. They just want it. It look good, don't it? But they're not willing to put the work in. Not willing to do what it takes. A lot of people don't even know what the fuck they want to begin with. They just want somebody. Somebody to call bae. You know y'all childish like that. Y'all be talking about bae and shit. Childish as hell. But from where I sit, y'all, we not maturing. And that's going to always cause issues because we don't, you know, women aren't necessarily needing men for money right now. Now, some women are wanting men for money, but a lot of women don't need women for money or need men for money no more. So the relationship dynamic has changed. It's shifted, but our ideologies ain't shifted. Things have changed since your grandma and them and grandpa and them was out here. Hell, the very thing I'm doing right now, social media, technology, things have changed, y'all. Things have changed. Mentalities have changed. We staying the same. Ain't gonna work like that, y'all. Ain't gonna work like that. The last time I talked about this, I talked about how the fact that a lot of us want to be victims. A lot of us got that woe is me shit, and that's why you call people like Kevin Samuels. That's why you'll call him so he can talk shit to you and tell you you ain't shit. You want to hear it. That's all you want to hear this shit anyway. You want to hear you ain't shit. You want to hear that your whole life is your motherfucking fault. And then you want to get mad when you hear it. How the fuck could you sit around, any of us? You cannot sit around here and be a victim all the time. I couldn't do it. I know I've been in some unsavory situations. Hell, I've been in an unsavory situation for other people. I've been that. I can't get on here and cry, y'all. It's so much complaining, crying. I can't find me no woman. I don't know what to do. That's all the fuck we be on all the time, y'all. Like, that shit's sad to me. It's sad to me. And then you get mad when somebody says something you don't want to hear. If you want somebody to say what you want to hear, talk to your mama. Best person to talk to. She'll be on your side every time. Talk to your mama, talk to your homegirl. If you don't want to hear anybody else's opinion that may not be flattering to you, then talk to the people that you know. Y'all go to people for advice and then get mad when the shit's not flattering to you. Make that make sense. I done had people do it to me. Don't come to me for no motherfucking advice. Don't do it. Now, I'm not trying to purposely embarrass people like I feel a lot of times that's what Kevin Samuels be doing. I'm not trying to purposely embarrass anybody, but I'm going to tell you the motherfucking truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. Point blank, plain and simple. I'm going to be honest with you. If you bring your relationship issue to me, and y'all know how I feel about relationships, I haven't masked how I feel about relationships. I think y'all focus on them too much. To me, they're not that big of a goddamn deal. But if that's what you're going to focus on, and you bring the situation to me, then I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to try to embarrass you, but I'm going to tell you the truth, and you may not like it. You may not like what you're hearing. But it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can't keep getting mad at the advice you're getting when you grown as hell and still needing advice. Don't nobody really need advice. That's a concept that the advice, I guess, the people who get into this lane is a concept they don't want to be real about. Don't nobody really need advice. You know what you got to do. You know what you got to do. A lot of times people just want to hear somebody else tell them. You know what you got to do. You know the mistakes you've made. And a lot of times you know the mistakes you've made that you won't even voice to anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff you're not even going to say. So you know on the inside, deep on the inside, you know exactly what's going on. You know what you need to do. You just may not want to do it. And a lot of times, a lot of the advice that people get, they don't use it any goddamn way. Motherfuckers ain't using no advice. People want quick. People want comfortable. And therefore, they're not going to use advice because most advice requires you to be still and focus on yourself. People don't want to do that. Nobody got time for that. Everybody trying to get to that dick. Everybody trying to get to that pussy. So you don't really have time to actually take advice on because advice requires you to sit the fuck down and be still for a minute. Pull your pants up for a minute. Close your legs for a minute. It requires that. Take a second. Right? Don't nobody really want advice. Most people, would be honest with you, what most people really want is for you to tell them that everything that they're doing is okay. That everything they're doing is right. That's what people want. Even grown folk. I'm talking about people with kids. Want somebody to tell them that everything they're doing is right. Want somebody to tell them, well, you doing your best. What if you're not? What if you're really not? What if there's a good chance or a slight chance that you're not doing your best? But that's what people want to hear. People want somebody to come in and high-five them on their victimhood and all this shit. You had dudes do that shit all the time when they got, you know, maybe got a baby mama or somebody getting on their goddamn nerves. They want to be a victim and shit. Women run into deadbeat fathers and shit. They want to be victims and shit. Everybody want to be victim. Oh, that's the lane right there. Everybody want to be a victim, but we have to be real about the fact that we made these decisions. I would argue that motherfuckers ain't even ready for relationships until they're 30, 35 years old. I would argue that. You ain't even ready for it. You just want it, but you ain't ready for it. If that's what you want. I mean, I guess I'll say. If that's what you want. I would argue that the normalizing of us being in relationships at a young age is causing problems. I would argue. I would argue that we'd be too young to get into these relationships any goddamn way. We just be doing it. Because that's what we've been told to do. Had a conversation with a mom, black woman, not a single mother. The child's father, they work, they've been working it out with each other. Child, 13 years old. Mama likely gonna tell me, well, my daughter in her feelings right now because her little boyfriend done made her mad. Now hold on a second. Hold on. Let me let y'all just. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna re-say that so y'all can hear what I said. Woman, not single mother, father's there, black woman. Daughter 13 says she got an attitude right now because her little boyfriend done made her mad. And I'm going to tell y'all the problem with me. One of the biggest problems with me when I hear about people and they talk to me about their kids, I'm always in daddy mode. It'd be one of my flaws. Somebody could chalk it up as one of my flaws. I'm always in daddy's mode. Now, this child's father is there. But I'm always in daddy mode. So I sit here and I ask her, what makes you think it's okay for your daughter to have a boyfriend? I ain't even really give a fuck about the part about her having an attitude. How is it okay to you for your daughter to have a boyfriend? Now, at the time, I wasn't talking to the father. I would have asked him to. Like, bro, how you, what? Because typically, dad's going to be a little more protective about that type of stuff. How are you 13? We are allowing our children to enter into boyfriend-girlfriend relationships very young. These are the same women and men that's going to be sitting around calling people like Kevin Samuels at some point. And I was alluding to this on a video I did before when we was talking about relationships. I was talking about how we too young to get in them, but my video got cut off because I could only go in here for an hour. But let me expound upon that. By the time this child who's starting in relationships, I don't know if this is her first relationship, but she's 13 now. By the time she's 21, 22 years old, she probably gonna be done had her little heart broke at least goddamn 6-7 times. At least. Now, I'm not wishing that on this child, but we understand these are young folk. These is young folk. Good chance she gonna have her little heart broke. At least she believe it's gonna be broke, which is still gonna create baggage. Whether it's real love or not, we gotta stop that shit. Cause we be telling our kid, well, you can't really be in love with them. It don't matter what we tell them. It matters how they feel. And because perception is everything. So if they feel like it's love, they're gonna feel that hurt whenever whatever happens. Whether it's little boys, little girls alike. We can tell them it ain't love all day. Doesn't matter what we talking about. It matters how they perceive it and how they gonna carry it. That's what matters. Not what we think. We know because we grown. You know, they know love. That's that little puppy love. We can say that shit all day. It will not matter when that child is counting how many times they done had their heart broke. How many times they've been disappointed in men. How many times they've been disappointed in women. That's not what you talked about ain't going to matter then. Because now they building that bag. And that's a bag that they're going to carry throughout the rest of their relationships. But we allow our children to be in those. We allowing that shit. How you letting your baby girl be in a relationship at 13 years old? That's not old enough to be dating. Not to me anyway, I guess. In my opinion, based on the research I'm doing out here on what this 13-year-old becomes when she's 30. What this 13-year-old becomes when she's 40. When she calling Kevin Samuels. Huh? We don't want to hear this shit though. Because this has been normalized in this society. Our kids are getting in relationships way too young. And you can tell by a lot of the comments that I see out here We be 40 years old, but our minds are still 13. Same little stupid ass shit hurting your feelings over and over again. You getting disappointed about the same ass shit over and over and over again. Like, it's like we don't get tired. Still seeking validation through relationships. You can't do that. You have to be validated before you get there. Now, I'm not going to play like I'm no relationship coach, no relationship guru or nothing like that. But I know people. I know psychology. I understand the things that I paid attention to in my lifetime. A lot of people seek validation through relationships. Feel like they ain't shit if they ain't in one. Like this life is all about mating, finding love. Not saying it's wrong if that's one of your pursuits in life, but that can't be your only pursuit in life. That can't be the only one. Motherfuckers' pursuits in life be get a job, be able to pay my bills, and be in a relationship. That's it. That's the value of life to everybody. We put way too much stock in there. And dealing with folk ain't that easy. It isn't that easy because everybody has their own experiences. Everybody got certain types of baggage going on. And you got, men out here shaming single mothers, and I don't even understand it. It's so weird to watch that happen. Now, I understand you can tell a woman she can need to make a better decision, but the way men treat women with kids and the stuff I hear people saying, it's like it's men's that are leading women to be in the situation and then shaming women for being in the situation. It's weird. It's real weird to me. I can honestly say I completely disagree with it. Because what I notice is that men ain't trying to be real about it, really. A woman can't get herself pregnant. So for you to tell this woman that she ain't worth a fuck because she got a kid, has a child with another man, and she ain't with that man, she can only do that. That can only be a situation if the man. But it's men shaming women for it. And women allow themselves to be shamed for that. Now, if you got 6 baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? This ain't for you, all right? My sympathies, they're not for you, okay? This ain't for you. 6 is a little, excessive, right? 6 is a little excessive. But if you got 1 or 2, I don't understand how you allowing men to come shame you for that. Or you allow yourself to be angry because men are trying to shame you for that. Don't be mad. If a motherfucking man come through here and say, hey, I don't want to deal with women that got kids. Okay, don't be mad. Don't get in the comment section leaving fucking paragraphs explaining yourself to niggas. Don't do none of that shit. We done got too old for that. I don't need to see, I be seeing whole goddamn dissertations of people explaining themselves to other motherfuckers. If somebody say they don't rock with you, hell, it's women that say they don't fuck with men and got kids or got baby mamas. You think I'm about to explain myself? I'm not. Okay, life goes on. I don't even let it enter me. That can't affect me. A lot of times I see us allowing ourselves to be just open out here, crying all in comments, showing your bitterness, showing your disdain, showing your anger, all in comments and shit, all over posts every goddamn where. You don't have to explain yourself to nobody. If a motherfucker say they're not interested in you, that's okay. Everybody gonna not want to fuck with you, or everybody not gonna want to fuck with you. That's all right. You have to learn to be okay with that. Nothing wrong with that. Might be a woman out here be like, man, I hate motherfucking dudes with beards. Am I going to cry now? Leave a whole paragraph on why I decided to grow a beard and what I like about my beard and how you can't tell me what to do with my beard? Like, no. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to pay that shit no attention. Fine, that's perfectly cool. Before, it was wearing our feelings on our sleeves. People used to say that shit. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Now motherfuckers wearing their heart in comment sections. Mad. Because somebody didn't come call you high value. You need another motherfucker to call you high value? You're not built for no relationship anyway. If it takes another motherfucker telling you that you're high value, then you're not built anyway. You haven't learned how to validate yourself. You think a motherfucker can come tell me my value? Huh? Based on my understanding, the only high value man that exists is one that makes 6 figures. Rich guys, wealthy guys, these are the only ones that can be high value. You think I'm about to cry about that? Because I'm not a motherfucking millionaire. I work hard, but I ain't rolling in no $150,000 a year. I ain't about to get on here and lie to y'all. A lot of motherfuckers will lie about it, y'all women. Be careful about niggas who lie about how much money they make to get pussy. Alright, I put an asterisk by that, highlight it, you be careful. Because I done told you, people been telling you, but you don't be paying attention. You still like to be wooed with niggas faking like they got money. But how you gonna be mad at somebody who's telling you that either you don't have value or you're not high value? How you gonna be mad when the fact of the matter that you needed that validation, you need to look at yourself and be mad at that? Like, why is this affecting me? A lot of us don't ask that question, especially when we're talking about social media. Ask yourself sometimes, why is this affecting me? Why do I feel anything about this? There's a good chance there's a flaw in your character that you ain't dealt with yet. Now, we're not talking about issues that affect black people as a whole. Privatized prison complex, institutional racism, the fact that they still lynching black men and women out here, cops still killing black men and women out here, and America 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up incorporated is allowing it. Not that type of stuff that bothers you, because that should. Ask yourself, why the fuck everything somebody say about a relationship, whether it be their rules or whether it be with their beliefs, why does that bother you? Why are you in the comment section explaining yourself? Talking about how much you don't care or whatever the fuck you doing. Why are you doing that? Ask yourself that. And I promise, once you start down this line of questioning, you may learn a lot about yourself. It may be some shit that you need to work out before you're even thinking about being in a relationship anyway. But that's the work that nobody want to do. And these motherfucking relationship coaches damn sure ain't gonna tell you. Kevin Samuels ain't gonna tell you this. Derek Jackson's old bitch ass, he not gonna tell you this. Why is it taking me to validate you? I will do that for you. Because I actually want us to be stronger. I'm not making money from us being weak. The only way these motherfuckers make money is if you weak. And we talked about that last time we got on this subject. It's the only way they make money if you weak. I sincerely want us to be stronger as a people. Mentally, emotionally, I want us to be stronger for real. So then my question would be to anybody, why is anything that's being said affecting you? Unless it actually applies. And if it applies, you need to get to work. You don't need to be typing. We see you can type. That's not the work you need to do. We see you can comment and post emojis. Clearly, you don't need no practice there. There's some other work you need to do. Once you start down this line of questioning, how is this person, why is this person affecting me? Why are they being able to make me upset? I don't even know them. Why is their standards for their relationship or what they want in a person? Why is that affecting me? Because I used to get it too. I would do, when I'd be on YouTube talking about relationships, shit I like, shit I don't like, man, I'd be getting cussed the fuck out. You tell to a big girl that you don't like women with stomachs and big stomachs, you don't like overweight women, oh, they'll cuss your ass out. Don't even know me though. And haven't thought to think, well, damn, why do I care what this person thinks? I used to have women that would be in full-blown relationships mad. Like, lady, it's a dick in your mouth. What are you mad about? Married women. Ring on your finger. Dick not in your mouth, because y'all know y'all stop sucking dick after y'all get married. I didn't say it. The married men are saying it about y'all, so y'all take that up with them. But you got a ring on your finger, right? Why are you mad at me and what I like and what I don't like? What does that have to do with you? Huh? What that got to do with you? My validation shouldn't matter to you. What I like in a woman shouldn't matter to you. What I consider high value shouldn't matter to you. Unless you're trying to court me. Personally court me. Personally come and seek out me. Then you still shouldn't be mad. You need to be making a list. Write this shit down. Get to work. And when you get done with the work, come present yourself. Show up. I heard your list of shit. I want you specifically. I'm coming after you specifically. I heard your list. I went to work on it. Here's what I got to show. That's the only way that shit would even be relevant. Y'all need to stop letting people tell you, instruct you, insult you. Stop it. Stop. And stop crying about it every day. Aren't y'all tired of crying? Like, it's to me, I feel like by now, motherfuckers should be tired of crying. About the same old shit. Look at what they said, y'all. You know. So what? Let them say it. That's on them. They have to carry that. Whoever fucks with Kevin Samuels in a romantic way, they have to carry that. They got to carry his standards. Not you. You think he speaks for all so-called high-value men? Y'all women really believe that? Enough to let him make you mad? Y'all really believe that? These motherfuckers speak for themselves. They speaking for themselves. And since y'all women are in this position where y'all always, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth, y'all always looking for dick or looking for a relationship of some kind that makes you low-hanging fruit. Makes you low-hanging fruit. You can have a motherfucker like Derek Jackson, and I'm using these two because they're diametrically opposed to me. So I'm just using these two as an example. You can have a motherfucker like Derek Jackson who makes his money off weak women, or you can have a motherfucker like Kevin Samuel who makes his money off weak women. Simple. There is no interest in making you strong. I don't feel like these motherfuckers have any interest in actually making men or women strong. They want men to become better predators. And I'm not talking about predators in a way of sexual predators, but better serial daters or better predators when it comes to, you know, what club to go to, where to go to get and find as much pussy as they can. So at one side of their mouth, they saying this, teaching dudes how to procure pussy. Out the other side, they telling you that you're not worthy of a high value man. How y'all let that shit slide, I don't know. But the fact that you let it anger you, the fact that you let it upset you is my main issue. Because I be getting the video sent to me. Look at this motherfucker. Look what he doing. He probably gay. Oh, okay. Alright. Cool. Don't let that upset you. You letting that upset you. So that's something you got to work out within yourself. There's a void inside of you. There's a void inside of many of us. We give a fuck so much about what somebody else talking about. And we feel like, especially we feel like our lives ain't where they're supposed to be. If you are the man who can't seem to, you know, get women or something like that, and that's everybody's goal, right? There's something wrong with us. We got a real low bar about what life's supposed to be about, but getting pussy is the goal. So now you're listening to all types of advice, and I'm gonna tell y'all men who can't get pussy something. There is no way in the world, there is no amount of coaching that's gonna teach you charisma. It doesn't work like that. You don't learn charisma by osmosis or lecture. No. The men who get the most pussy that don't have money have charisma. I can't teach you that. I can tell you that. That don't mean you're going to be like, oh shit, charisma. You know. Like they selling that shit up at the goddamn store or something. They're not selling funny up at the store. It don't come in no, you know, no little bottle or something, like a little valve or something you can take. I'm thinking about the Nutty Professor. Or ain't no machine like, remember Stefan Urkel, remember that? Y'all remember Family Matters with Stefan? Ain't no machine like that, you bitch ass nigga. It don't exist. It don't exist. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. You cannot. Nobody can teach you charisma. Nobody can give you charisma. They're not selling it. Ain't no machine you can jump into and come out smooth and shit. It don't work like that. And if it don't work like that, you end up being a dude that has a whole lot of money, and now you're mad because women using you for money, but that's why you was getting the money anyway. It's a weird thing to be happening out here. It's real, real weird. You got the money for the women, you get them, now you crying about them using you for the money. Like, nigga, quit crying. Like, quit crying. I'm not listening to you cry. Get your motherfucking ass up. Wipe your face off. Quit crying. You know you don't have the personality. That's why a lot of would be these smart guys, these what y'all call geeks and stuff, they go get that money. Then they can have whatever woman they want. Right? But they're not selling charisma. So any man that's looking for advice on how to get women like charisma, if you don't have money, this is what I'm saying. Women like charisma, funny, cool. I can't teach you that. Kevin can't teach you that. It's a waste of time. And then all you end up doing is being mad at women. Now, not only do you not have charisma, you ain't funny. Now you bitter too. Like, how the fuck you gonna win? How you gonna do it? You see what I'm saying? Everybody got that void inside of them, and this is all we out here trying to figure this shit out. I done told y'all ain't no plan to this shit. I done told y'all, I'm gonna keep telling y'all that. Every time we talk about this, I'm gonna make sure that I mention that there is no plan, y'all. You can try to have plans, and a lot of people that try to have plans end up being mad that their plans don't work. Now they mad about that. I had a plan. I saw into the future 10 years, and I knew exactly how I wanted shit to go. You're going to end up being mad about that. You're going to end up being upset. Now, I think that many of us could think our plans through better, but life it just ain't going to work like that all the time. It's just not. It's not going to work like that most times. And a lot of people get mad because they can't control it. They be hurt, bitter, mad all the time because they can't control life. You better learn to get over that shit. You just gonna be a mad motherfucker. Bitching, mad, complaining, crying. You know, everybody else in the world, they fault. Like, no, you can't control this life. It don't work like that. You can do your best. Put yourself in the best position you can be in, but you cannot control what happens in this life. It's impossible. I promise you it's impossible. It just is what it is. And a lot of people end up being mad about that. Shit didn't go how you planned for it to go. Okay, get the fuck up and quit crying. Ain't no point in being bitter now, because you damn sure not about to attract nobody bitter. Ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with you if you a bitter bitch or a bitter ass nigga. Like, what you doing? What are you doing? You bitter. You have a story, so does everybody else. Get your whole ass in line. Get your whole ass in line. Like, I get so tired of that. Everybody act like they just the only person that's ever done dealt with some shit. Like, no, man. This life will deal you. It's some bullshit going on out here, y'all. It's bullshit going on out here. And you either get the fuck over it. You thought it was like this. No, it's not like that. You get over it so you can be a healthy, positive influence on somebody else's life or in somebody else's life, or you sit your ass the fuck down on the sidelines and don't bother nobody. It's fucked up out here. And I don't give a fuck what none of these motherfuckers telling you. There is no exact way. There is no exact plan. If you be, this type person, it's going to work this way. Like, no, that's not how it works. And by now we should know that shit. They're not going to keep it real with you, but goddamn it, y'all know I will. What a lot of us need to realize is, look, you done been through some shit. You done had your feelings hurt. You done been disappointed. Okay, are you going to be better or worse because of it? What you going to do? You going left or right? Because we make those choices every day. You can choose to be better or worse because of it. And a lot of us are choosing worse than a motherfucker. A lot of us got badass attitudes and think that's gonna reel somebody the next motherfucker gonna love. Oh, they gonna love this bitter ass shit I just picked up from this last motherfucker. Oh man, they about to love this shit. I'm hurt, I got trust issues. My girl can't even go out with her friends and I'm 15 minutes, I'm calling, where you at? Oh, somebody gonna love my insecure ass. A motherfucker can't wait for my insecure, deranged, always mad ass. A motherfucker can't wait for that. That's really what we be saying. Oh, a motherfucker can't wait for this shit. Oh man, I'm crazy as hell now. Hurt as fuck, baggage as all this Oh, a motherfucker can't wait for me. Don't work like that, baby. I'm sorry. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. Your insecurity, your baggage, your trust issues, either you gonna get the fuck over them or you not. But there ain't nobody waiting to fuck with you like that. Not real shit. They may fuck you. You'll get you some sex out of it maybe. But ain't nobody gonna try to fuck with you like that. Because you're a headache. Truth be told, it is what it is. You're a headache. And there's a lot of men and women out here don't even realize that they're headaches. That's going to be the next lesson. We're going to talk about that next. We're going to talk about that. That's going to be I'm going to do a whole nother thing about that. Motherfuckers don't even know that they headaches. Think they a prize. Confused. Confused as fuck. That needs to be dealt with too. Just is what it is, y'all. We have to be more realistic. I want y'all to take from this. Y'all stop letting people like Kevin Samuels make you mad. At our age, it is a flaw in you that's making you seek validation from a motherfucker like Kevin Samuels. At all. He should not be able to tell you your value. Whether it's high, low, medium, whatever the fuck. He shouldn't be able to do that for you. And whether or not he can do it for you shouldn't bother you at all. Who gives a fuck? Unless you're trying to personally date or court Kevin Samuels. He don't speak for men. He don't speak for every man. Stop doing that. Stop leaving these long, stupid ass comments. Stop making these dumb ass videos about how mad you are at this man. Who gives a fuck what he talking about? He has a lane. Let him occupy that whole ass lane that he's in. It is what it is. I want to say mad love to y'all, whoever in here, whoever watching right now. Y'all know I can't see it. I couldn't see y'all's comments. I can't really see them that good while I'm driving, y'all. Trying not to die out here. But I want to show mad love to anybody that hear me out. And again, I'm not getting on here like my life perfect. I know all the answers and shit like that. I don't get on here with that shit. I get on here and keep it real with y'all. I get on here and keep it real with y'all. That's all I've been doing. I don't know all the answers. But I know that some of the stuff that we be doing is counterproductive as fuck. I do know that for a fact. There's a lot of sad people out here. Sad people don't even want to try to be happy. Don't even want to try to be a positive force in somebody's life. Motherfuckers won't think somebody is trying to work baggage claim all their goddamn life. Nobody wants to do that. And a lot of us, that's our biggest problem. Nobody wants to carry your baggage for you. Nobody wants to hear your fucking excuses of why your attitude is fucked up. Nobody wants to hear all that shit. Nobody cares. We out here fighting for our motherfucking lives every day. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're talking about. If you're not ready for it, if you're not ready to pair up with somebody and y'all both bring light to each other, then sit the fuck down. Nobody wants to hear your long, sad, stupid ass story on how you got your motherfucking feelings hurt like you the only motherfucker that exists in the world. There's a line. The line was out here goddamn created before I was born. Line was there. Heartbreak, sad stories, it's a line. Get your shit together and stop letting other motherfuckers validate you. You know what you need to do. You don't need advice. You know what you need to work on. Get your shit together. Very simple, y'all. I try to simplify. That's my job, is to try to simplify it for us. And I hope y'all hear me out. Mad love. Y'all share this. Put it out there. I'll be coming in here doing this. You know, like I said, I'm going to do it on the road. This is what y'all like to talk about, relationship shit. I'm going to come here and keep it real with y'all on how I see a lot of this shit that's going on out here via social media and via some of the things I hear in real life. Stop letting your kids get into relationships at 13 goddamn years old. You should be ashamed of your motherfucking self. You should be ashamed of yourself. Stop letting that be normal. That's too early. We ain't ready at 13. I would argue we ain't ready until we got them really about 30, 35. Really. But we know that's unrealistic to wait that long. But at 13, you damn sure not ready. And parents, it's not cute for your daughter to have no little boyfriend. Fathers, I know we like to brag about, well, my son got him some girls. No. You want to make sure he's attracted to girls, and that's cool. But him having a whole girlfriend at 13, 14 years old, that should not be something that you applaud. He ain't ready. Very simple. All right? Mad love to y'all. Y'all wish me the best. I'm on my way to Virginia Beach, Virginia right now. Y'all wish me the best up here. If I can get up here early enough, to all my Patreon subscribers, if I can get up here early enough and this fucking hotel's Wi-Fi hitting on something, I'm going to do a live stream on Patreon. I'll be doing that. If I get up here in this straight, I'll make an announcement on Instagram anyway. But I'll be doing it live on Patreon to talk about this Judas and the Black Messiah. I've been promising you all that, and we're going to deal with that. All right? Mad love to y'all. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.